Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Piccolo, and I'm a senior undergraduate student majoring in linguistics and Spanish. I'll be briefly going over my honors thesis for the linguistics department, called Effects of Accent Perception on the Perception of Professionalism. I've been working on the study under the mentorship of Dr. Melissa Bays-Burke, as well as with the support and guidance of the Humanities Undergraduate Research Fellowship and the Speech Perception and Production Lab at the UO. Sociolinguistic research has highlighted that the ways listeners perceive accents and the ways they perceive the people who use those accents are intertwined. Discrimination based on accent and language is often overlooked, despite being prevalent in professional environments. For example, accent perception can play a role in success in job interviews and upward mobility in the workplace. In fact, native English speakers in the US tend to rate non-native English speakers' voices as less credible or believable than those of native English speakers. This then led me to my research question. How are perceptions of a speaker's accent related to perceptions of the speaker's professionalism, confidence, believability, knowledgeability, and level of experience? In other words, how does accent perception affect perceptions of even more specific traits that we often see as significant in professional settings? In this study, 256 native English speakers living in the US listened to two speakers, one with an accent common for a bilingual speaker who is a native Spanish speaker and also speaks English, and one with an accent common for a native monolingual English speaker. Each participant listened to both speakers, and each one is first described as either an expert or non-expert in the topic they were discussing. Each speaker discussed either Mexican history or marine biology. The combinations of speaker, expertise, and topic were varied throughout the study. After listening to each speaker on a Likert scale from 1 to 9, participants rated how they perceive the speaker on 5 dimensions: professionalism, confidence, believability, knowledgeability, and level of experience. At the end of the experiment, participants answered questions about the content discussed by the speakers they listened to. Basically a memory test. On average, participants rated the monolingual speaker higher than the bilingual speaker in professionalism and confidence, regardless of expertise or topic. However, participants tended to rate the bilingual speaker higher than the monolingual speaker in believability, knowledgeability, and experience when the talker was presented as a non-expert discussing Mexican history. This was not so much the case for marine biology or when the talker was presented as an expert in Mexican history. On top of that, participants answered more of the memory test questions correctly when content was spoken by the monolingual speaker than by the bilingual speaker, regardless of the speaker's expertise or topic. These results offer insight into how listeners may find a speaker more believable, knowledgeable, and experienced when the speaker is discussing something that the listener associates with the speaker's accent. In this case, listeners may have associated an accent common for a bilingual Spanish speaker with the culture and history of a largely Spanish-speaking country. The results also highlight that professionalism and confidence are not necessarily correlated with believability, knowledgeability, and experience. That is, a listener may find a person to be believable, knowledgeable, and experienced about a topic, but still find them to be less professional. The results of the memory test also suggest that how much a listener retains from what a speaker is saying is not directly related to how they perceive the speaker's professionalism, confidence, believability, knowledgeability, and experience. This is just a brief overview of the study, but the results already underline the ways that our perceptions of accents are related to our perceptions of the individual people who have those accents.